Gen Z revolution just unfolded in Nepal. 19 people were killed, dozens injured after the Himalayan nation saw its biggest youth uprising in years. On September 8, thousands of young protesters broke police barricades in Kathmandu. They marched from Maitighar Mandala to Parliament. Many were in school uniforms. The immediate trigger was a sweeping social media ban. On September 4, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's government had blocked 26 social media apps. The list included Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, and TikTok. The official reason? Failure to register with the Ministry of Communications. Oli defended the move as protecting national dignity. But protesters saw censorship. They said the ban was meant to silence campaigns that exposed elite privilege. That privilege was at the heart of the outrage. The term Nepo Kid has become movement's rallying cry. Nepo for nepotism. Placards read, "The leader's children returned from abroad with Gucci bags, the people's children in coffins." A sharp reference to Nepali youth forced to migrate for work, some even dying as mercenaries in the Russia-Ukraine war. Unemployment among young Nepalis aged 15 to 29 is 19.2%, and many families survive on remittances, which make up 33% of Nepal's GDP. Videos on TikTok and Reddit went viral. They showed elite kids flaunting designer clothes and foreign stays. These clips were contrasted with ordinary Nepalis struggling to make ends meet. One Reddit post read, "Children of elite politicians know where their luxury comes from. Taxpayers like you and me." Another read, "Our taxes, their luxury. We pay, you flex." The anger targeted families of Prime Minister Oli and former Prime Ministers Sher Bahadur Duba and Pushpa Kamal Dahal, better known as Prachanda. It is ironic. Prachanda once led a Maoist insurgency that toppled King Gyanendra Shah in 2008. Now his own family is branded part of the elite Nepo class. Sociologist Dipesh Ghimire told ICT magazine that Gen Z has reframed corruption. Older generations focused on asset probes and nationalization. This generation is comparing leaders' children's Instagram lifestyles with the daily grind of ordinary citizens. He called it a creative and powerful punch against the system. As protests escalated, the Nepalese army was deployed across Kathmandu. A curfew was imposed. Police used water cannons, tear gas, and even live fire. The Kathmandu Post confirmed at least 19 deaths. The movement was branded the final revolution. It was leaderless, but it kept swelling. Kathmandu's Mayor Balen Shah and celebrities like Madan Krishna Shrestha and Haribansh Acharya voiced support. Some even donated to the cause. Managing director of ride-hailing app Pathao, Ashim Mansingh Basniat, told Republica newspaper that this is not hate, this is accountability. People will expose you. One ex-user described the government as a classic case of toxic parenting. The protests became a mix of anger against corruption, nepotism, inequality, and social media blackout. Oli insisted the ban was about sovereignty, but protesters said it shielded corruption. And the Gen Z of Nepal has triumphed. Oli's government has revoked the ban. And this shows how the Nepo Kid trigger cracked open deeper discontent, setting Nepal's young generation against the country's entrenched elites.